In this lesson, we're going to discuss parametric drawing tools. First, we're going to understand the basics of parametric modeling. Then, we're going to learn how to create rough sketches. And then we're going to talk about parametric drawing tools. One of the most important advancements in computer-aided design and engineering technology was the invention of parametric modeling tools in the late 1980s. The introduction of the parametric technology revolutionized the CAD industry by allowing users to use CAD software as true design tools. The parametric modeling approach has elevated the traditional CAD technology to the level of a very powerful design tool. Parametric features control the model geometry by the use of design variables. The word parametric means that geometric definitions of the design, such as dimensions, can be varied at any time during the design process. By using the parametric drawing tools available in AutoCAD, CAD drawings can now be updated more easily when the design is refined. The main characteristic of parametric modeling involves the use of constraints. Constraints are geometric rules and restrictions applied to 2D geometry. There are two general types of constraints: geometric constraints and dimensional constraints. Geometric constraints are used to control the geometric relationship of objects with respect to each other. For example, a line that is tangent to an arc, a line that is horizontal, or two lines that are collinear. Dimensional constraints are used to control the size and location of geometric entities. For example, the distance between two parallel lines, the length of a line, and the angle of two lines, or radius values of arcs. When a design is created or changed, a drawing will be in one of three states. It will either be unconstrained, where no constraints are applied to the constructed geometry; underconstrained, where there are some constraints but not all are applied to the constructed geometry; or fully constrained. The necessary definitions of the design have been properly applied to constructed geometry, which means all relevant geometric and dimensional constraints are present. Note that AutoCAD will prevent the user from applying any constraints that result in an over-constrained condition, which means having duplicated or conflicting definitions. In this lesson, we'll examine the use of the very powerful parametric drawing tools that are available in AutoCAD. The concepts and procedures described in this lesson represent the basic techniques involved in the use of 3D parametric modeling software, such as Autodesk Inventor. We're going to first start by setting up AutoCAD. Double-click on your AutoCAD to get it started. We're going to select the Start from Scratch, and we want to use Metric. The first thing we're going to do is set the display to no digits after the decimal point, and the snap and grid options to 10 for both the X and Y directions. Then we're going to go ahead and create several layers that will help us in our construction. To do that, we're going to go to Layer Properties and create the layers. We're going to set Construction as our current layer, and then close our Layer Properties Manager. We want to reset the option button so that only grid display is switched on. Quite often during the early design stage, the shape of the design may not have any precise dimension. Most conventional CAD systems require the user to input the precise lengths and locations of all geometric entities defining the design, which are not available during the early design stage. With parametric modeling, we can use the computer to elaborate and formulate the design idea further during the initial design stage. As the name implies, a rough sketch is not precise at all. When sketching, we simply sketch the geometry so that it closely resembles the desired shape. Precise scale or lengths are not needed. Some general guidelines for creating sketches in AutoCAD are as follows. Create a sketch that is proportional to the desired shape. Keep the sketches simple. Exaggerate the geometric features of the desired shape. Confirm all necessary constraints are maintained correctly throughout the construction and editing. Now we're going to start drawing some items to demonstrate how to use parametric drawing tools. We're first going to draw a circle using the center radius command. We're going to create two circles of arbitrary sizes near the center of the screen. Now we're going to select the line command and create a line at an angle below them. To start using parametric tools, we want to click on the Parametric tab. You're going to notice that there are three tool panels available under the parametric tools: Geometric Constraints, Dimensional Constraints, and the Manage panel. Geometric Constraints panel contains the tools to apply geometric constraints either manually or automatically. Dimensional Constraints panel contains the tools to apply dimensional constraints manually. Note the dynamic dimensions applied through this panel can be used. The Manage panel contains two tools: Delete Constraints to manually remove unwanted constraints, and Parameters Manager to allow parametric equations to be set up among dimensions.